We'll continue with our chapter 4, that is e-banking. Now, what is e-banking? E-banking is an e-commerce application which allows the customers to perform any virtual banking functions. So related to your banking functions, all the things are done through electronic banking. Now when banking functions are called, they are financial functions online in protected and secure manner. So if you are doing any banking transaction in an electronic way, that is in a mobile network way, you can go for any procedures, but it is protected and secure. So it also involves using internet for daily delivery of banking products and services. Obviously you require an internet service for working over your e-banking processes. E-banking functions include BFSI. Now BFSI is a technique which they are using, that is BFSI stands for banking, finance, security and insurance. So it includes all the four activities, that is banking, finance, securities and insurance. So banking concerns about providing customers virtual banking functions, whereas financial functions include stockbroking, payment gateways, mutual funds, etc. So these are the extra features what a bank provides, that is stockbroking. Then it is payment gateways. You have nowadays payment gateways for n number of applications. Payment gateway means what? Now payment gateway means if you purchase something from an e-commerce website, what do you have? You get a pop-up of cash on delivery or card payments. So when you click on a card payment option, you get your OTP login ID, or if you do not have a login ID, your card number, your card details. Then you get a OTP. That OTP you have to enter into that system, and then only your payment will be done. This whole process of asking your card details, saving your card details, giving you an OTP, that is one time password, is called as payment gateway system by that bank owner. Then mutual funds, again investments. Then banking includes, now what are the e-banking functions? When I talk about e-banking, what are the facilities of e-banking? The first one is bill payment service. Nowadays you can pay n number of bills, whichever bill you want. You can pay your electricity bill, light bills, your phone bills, your you can say taxes, your water taxes, your light taxes, your property taxes, everything. All bill payments is done by online transaction e-banking processes. Fund transfer, you can just on one click you can send money to one bank to another account. Then you have querying the account balance. You can just on that bank application you can go and just check your current balances of your amount of in your accounts. Credit card customers, you get a credit of certain amount. Credit means you get certain amount credited to your account. You can purchase, you can use that money. After some duration you have to return in what you can say installments, that money to the bank in some dedicated duration which the bank has provided to you. Then applying for claiming insurances for future security. Investment through internet banking. Nowadays you have your internet banking securities for funds. Then you have interest provisions, all such things. Shopping, you can do your shopping. This is a trend in the e-commerce business. Shopping can be done through e-banking process. Automated teller machines, your ATM machines are working as a e-banking function facility. Then credit cards, debit cards, smart cards. So credit card is credit amount which you have to pay later. Debit card is debiting the amount which you have in your account, your own amount which you have in the debit cards. Then you have smart cards. Smart cards, when you exceed a level of amount in your account, that is just one swap and you can use it anywhere. You do not have to every time enter, because when you have certain more amount in your account, then that time bank provides you a smart card function. Electronic fund transfer is also done nowadays. There is NEFTs. RTGSS is also done by electronic fund transfer. Check truncation payment system. So check nowadays is just manual work. Check truncation, check removal, payment system is can be done, direct payment systems. Mobile banking is done. Applications have been come from different banks. We can download those, we can create our account ID, and just through one password we can log into the account application of your bank. Then internet banking services have been come into consideration to make your task easier rather than standing in the queues of the bank to pay the amount, to debit the amount, to take loans, fund transfer, all such things. Next is benefits of e-banking. Now what are the benefits of e-banking? Time saving. Yes, obviously if you have e-commerce or e-banking, what will happen is online banking undoubtedly saves your time. Means a direct transaction from the office, home, or any place wherever you are, you can just do the transaction, which will save your time of going into the bank, visiting the bank, doing the transaction for an half an hour, and wasting those 2-3 hours in the tedious task. And it's also mentally and physically relief that on just one click you are completing your things. Convenience. The biggest advantage that online banking brings to the table is its convenience. We can pay phone and electricity bills via online banking without rushing to the utility company's bill. Yes, even if not only going into the banks, but also if you want to pay some another bills, if you want to pay some taxes, you do not have to go into that company or organization. On just one click you can pay those bills also through e-banking. So this can be a convenience, a software, that is how convenient you are. With just one click you can see 24/7 service. It is not giving you certain restrictions over access. You can do it at night, you can do it at in the morning, early morning, late night, 3 a.m., 3 p.m., whatever time you want you can do. So 24 hours of 7 days it is available. Online transactions does not have any restrictions. Eco-friendly process. Online banking is eco-friendly process. Why it is said as eco-friendly? As it does not consume volume of papers. You do not have to keep certain entries in the filing, you have to merge it, nothing. You just on one click, and you nowadays get soft copies of the transactions also, so no need to keep those receipts in the filing processes. Just create one folder in the system, mobile or wherever you are accessing it, and just keep those downloaded receipts, move on to on just copy and paste format, and your work is done. So it's a eco-friendly process. Easy access is to perform online banking tasks. All you need is basic computer system connected to the web. You just require internet and a system, that is a mobile phone, a computer, a laptop, that is a general device connected so for the access of e-banking. Then it's faster banking. Faster banking means online banking is a faster way for performing banking functions. So online banking, people say nowadays, is a faster way to complete your task. Whether you buy goods online, pay bills, or transfer money, it gets done in real time and within a moment. That is, you do not require more time, so it's faster banking process rather than going into the bank and wasting time. Cost saving. How is it cost saving? Cost saving is you do not have to depute special amount to go there to invest a particular amount. That is, process is very cost effective. It rids businesses of the practice of deputing people to specially pay company bills who waste hours making the rounds of banks to perform all the firm's banking related functions. So every time you go to the bank, you require traveling amount, then you go and waste hours there. So this is the waste of time as well as money. So for that thing, this can be saved with the help of internet banking, or we can say electronic banking. Other benefit of online banking is buying and purchasing tickets online, whether it's a movie ticket, it's a railway ticket, it's a airfare ticket, that is your plane tickets. You go shopping online, you do advance bookings of some things. It can be done using other benefits of e-banking processes. So these are the things what we have learned today. We'll stop here for this lecture and we'll continue tomorrow with this chapter. Thank you.